God, it seems like everything's coming over to the big screen lately. Now, apparently, Watch Dogs is next. We'll see how this goes. Jonathan Bolden over at PC Gamer. Ubisoft has been making noise about a Watch Dogs movie since, I'm not exaggerating, before the first game even came out in 2014. I think he's right about that, actually. Now, over 10 years later, and with 3 games in the series, there might actually be a Watch Dogs movie. It looks like Talk To Me star Sophie Wilde is now attached to the project as a lead, while French director Mathieu Turi will direct a screenplay by Christy LeBlanc. Director Turi previously did the horror movie Hostile. Screenwriter LeBlanc's major credit was what was that?
Hostile. I know you're not one for horror movies, but Hostile was one of the really brutal ones. A couple scenes in particular really stand out.
Fair enough. Screenwriter LeBlanc's major credit was the Netflix sci-fi horror drama thing Oxygen. It's coming via New Regency, the same folks who, oh boy, helped with the Assassin's Creed movie make it across the finish line. Yikes, Scott. That info comes
one
via
of your favorites.
Oh, dude, the Assassin's Creed movie could have been so good, and it was so bad. Oh, but either way, dude, it was horrible. It was really bad. That information comes via a report on Deadline, which details the choice of director and stars alongside some studio and producer leads. Does this mean we'll actually see the movie based on Watch Dogs? Well, there's really no way to know. More than a few gaming movie projects get in the stage and never see the light of day. And even then, they can take years. Well, that's for sure. I wouldn't hold your breath before 2026 if you're man, no way we see this anytime soon, Scott. Here, let me ask you this. What are your hopes on the chance of getting a Watch Dogs movie? And when do you think we see it? What do they base it on any of the games, or do they just do their own little spin-off?
That's what I'm really wondering. Are we going to get an actual personality behind Aiden Pierce?
Oh, man.
Everybody was very bored of him from the first game, from my understanding.
I would
like to see that expressed a little bit more.
Sure.
I really liked Watch Dogs 1, so I would hope it kind of leans towards that kind of solo plot line that went through. Watch Dogs 2 was a little bit too much of a gang movie for me. Or gang game, I mean.
Sure.
The way everybody was just a crew, and it didn't quite hit the same, so... 3 could be really interesting if they're just pulling random people off the street to make their crew. There's a lot of interesting angles this could work at.
I like 3 a lot. I had a ton of fun. I played the whole thing stealth, and you're able to do that with co-op as well, right? You're bringing in your co-op buddies. And I had a great time playing 3. I thought Watch Dogs 3 was great, but I know it's not for everybody. So I'm very particularly curious as to where do they take this? Do they go back to the roots with Aiden Pierce? Give Aiden more of a personality, let him shine as a character, and then bring him forward, and then do they bring him back into the next game? Like, where is Watch Dogs right now, man? Like, Watch Dogs 3 was a couple years ago. Is there another one in development? Do we get that? Do we get that multiplayer from the first one? Dude, that was pretty intense.
I love the multiplayer from the first game so much.
There is this, for 2, it was like this college-esque feel, this frat boy feel to the game. I know what you mean there,
Isn't
right?
your weapon a yo-yo? Like, what is that?
Yes, it is. And you're running along the beach, and there's. I arguably liked 2. I had a good time with 2.
They tried something new, and that's commendable. But
dude, Watch Dogs has tried something new from the beginning. They did the first one, and then the second one was different, and then the third one was different again, right? How much further can they push this and still call it a Watch Dogs game? Like, you know what I mean?
That's true.
Like,
that's funny that you mentioned that, because I'm thinking, are they going to show off that it is indeed an Assassin's Creed title as well? Because Watch Dogs and Assassin's Creed are tied. I bring it up every time.
Yes,
but
you do. Yes,
I want to see if they really show that off, or if it's kind of hidden.
It'd be hidden. And if they do make this movie, which I think if they take the first approach with Aiden, like, I'm a big, like, spy thriller guy. I love those kind of movies. Like Jason Bourne, those are my favorite movies of all time. Like, that's what I live for, that stuff, right? The reason why I play Splinter Cell. So when you get into this feeling, I'm hoping that's where they can take this. That'd be very cool. High-tech stuff, right? All these gadgetry and stuff, and then he's hacking and just pulling in the cameras. Dude, some of the cinematics
Could be a lot like Mission Impossible.
It very well could be. Except, yeah, don't. Let's not do that.
Well, it doesn't have to start Tom Cruise, but
no. I would like to see them pull in Aiden Pierce, though. I think you have to throw a little, even just a little bit, into the OG guy himself and say, hey, this is where it all started, and then just a little homage to the fans, right? And then see where they can bring it forward. But I don't know, man. Just everything lately seems to be getting its own film.
You're gonna deliver a message for me.
Yeah, sure. No way!